I was a kid, my mother told me that I was a little piece of blue sky that came into this world because she and Dad loved me so much. Only people who have trouble making babies actually plan for them. I, on the other hand, am not a coincidence. I was engineered, born for a particular reason. A scientist hooked up my mother's eggs and my father's sperm to make a specific combination of genes. He did it to save my sister's life. That's my sister Kate. She's dying. It's Mom and Aunt Kelly making dinner. Since my sister got sick, things have changed. Aunt Kelly only works part-time, and Mom quit her job as a lawyer. Her life now revolves around keeping Kate alive. Cooking and cleaning, everything steamed, organic, and germ-free.
I don't know when it started, but probably around 11, it was 103.
Hey, what's going on?
Your sister's sick. She's been up all night with a fever.
What can I do for you?
I want to see my parents for the rights to my own body. My sister has leukemia. They're trying to force me to give her my body parts.
You're supposed to give her a kidney?
She's been in renal failure for months now.
Well, no one can force you to donate if you don't want to, can they?
They think they can. I'm under 18. They're my legal guardians.
They can't do that.
Well, that's what I want you to tell them, because they've been doing it to me my whole life. I wouldn't even be alive if Kate wasn't sick. I'm a designer, maybe. I was made in a dish to be spare parts for Kate.
The doctor started taking things from her the moment she was born. Cord blood as an infant, white cell transfusions, bone marrow, lymphocytes, injections to add more stem cells, and then they took them too.
It's hard to imagine now, but there was a time before all this happened when the kids were just kids and everyone was happy.
Kate's white cell count's much lower than normal.
So I took a look at Kate's CBC. Her white blood count is very low. She's also presenting with 12% promyelocytes and 5% blasts, which does indicate a leukemic syndrome.
Leukemic.
Cancer. I'm not gonna let her die. You know that, right?
Get platelets and fluids into her right away. I don't want her going into shock.
Okay, you have approximately 90 pounds. BP is 100 over 2.
Jesus Christ. Nobody's saying anything, but seeing everybody together lets me know that this is serious.
Kate's leukemia is back. She's no longer remissing.
And her cancer may be too far along.
She's lost the function of her kidneys.
Match?
No.
If we're her parents, don't we have to be?
I'd like to suggest something completely off the record. Many times one sibling isn't a match, but another is. Have you considered having another child? Not to be forward, but umbilical blood can be an incredibly effective tool in treating leukemic patients. It's like a miracle.
How would you know that the new child would be a match?
We could make sure of it.
In a test tube?
Yes, with pre-implantation genetic diagnosis, it would be a 100% match.
Thrown in a dish, they would have an in vitro child. A perfect chromosomal match who would be Kate's genetic savior.
Petition for medical emancipation by... You don't want to do it anymore? That's it? You don't want to do it?
No.
Well, guess what? Neither do I, and neither does Kate.
Mama,
but it's not like we have a choice in this.
But that's the thing, I do have a choice.
Really? Is that so?
Yeah.
That's your sister. Have you forgotten that?
No.
Do you know what's going to happen to her if you do this?
Believe it or not, Mom, I actually thought about it.
Sarah.
Okay. Forget about the fact that the operation is dangerous, or that it would hurt, or that I might just not want to have something cut out of me. But if I only have one kidney, then what happens to me? What if I need it? And am I really never allowed to play sports, or be a cheerleader, or get pregnant?
Can't drink.
What if I just want to live a long time?
Sweetheart, you're gonna live...
Hey, I see the other kids. I see what they do. They go to parties and they get to go to the beach.
Maybe what I don't understand is why you didn't say something earlier.
When, Dad? When should I talk to you about it? You're never home. You leave me here with her.
Excuse me? You have never had to do anything that you don't want to do, and you know
Yeah, but I
that.
always wound up doing everything, now didn't I?
Spoiled
yelling
little
at her!
shit!
Everyone be quiet. We said she gets a table, she gets a table. Go ahead.
Remember how the doctor said if I did the operation, I would have to be careful for the rest of my life? But I don't want to be careful. Who wants to live like that?
Anna,
I'm important too, Mom. I'm important too.
But have we really pushed her too hard? Have we forced her into helping her sister? All those little encouragements and rewards, were they real? Or did we just want what we wanted? She was so little when all this started. When did she start wanting to make her own decisions?
Anna doesn't want to do it anymore. And 11 years old or not, she has right. 8 hospitalizations in 11 years, 6 catheterizations, 2 bone marrow aspirations, 2 stem cell purges.
She was helping her sister.
Not to mention the side effects, including bleeding, infections, bruising, filgrastim shots. Those are growth hormones, am I correct?
Something like that.
Drugs for nausea, opiates for pain, Ambien for sleep. Not exactly the proper medication for preteen.
Every procedure had its risks and complications. Anna understood that. She was okay with it.
Really?
Yeah.
At 5 years old, ever say to yourself, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I took it a little too far?
I'm tired, don't you get that? I'm sick and I'm tired and I'm ugly.
I know I'm going to die now. Blood counts. They barely even noticed that Jessie was dyslexic.
Bride is not seeking to be legally emancipated. She still loves her parents and still wants to live at home. She just doesn't want to be cut open anymore.
We're apart. Kate's in system failure now. Body defenses are at 0. The fevers Kate's been getting, it's infection from the dialysis. This is it. We're at the end.
No good, huh?
No.
What is this? You think that we should take Kate home to die?
What do you want me to say, Sarah? It's an option. Look, I know you don't listen to anybody, but it's our job to tell you.
Death is a normal process of life. You need to...
She's exhausted. Dallas has really wiped her.
The doctors talked for what seemed like forever. He said that Kate was a miracle. She should have never made it past 5 years old. They talked about the psychological benefits of donation and how losing my kidney would affect the quality of my life. They all said that nothing was their fault, and it was a very complex problem. When put to the test, most everyone thought that I should give Kate my kidney. But they also said that I was too young to understand the situation fully, and none of them could say at what age I would be able to understand. All in all, they were like me, pretty confused.
But can you tell us one single benefit that Anna has received from any of these procedures?
Yes. She got to save her sister's life.
You ask Anna if she was willing to donate the granulocytes?
Her sister needed them. She was the only match.
But did you ask her?
No, I didn't.
Gerald, looking back and only taking into account Anna's well-being, do you think it's reasonable to conclude that you might have taken this too far?
Looking at only Anna's situation, yes, it is. But I have to think about my entire family.
But Kate comes first.
Kate's the sick one.
So this is a triage situation, compromising one child's health on behalf of the other.
Mm-hmm.
So where's the line?
For Kate, it's life or death.
Well, not for Kate, for Anna. Remember, she's why we're here.
Yeah, but that's a trick question, because Anna isn't the only person in this equation. And if we were looking at it only from Anna's situation, sure, it is brutal. I mean, who wants to be stuck and poked and prodded by needles? And you can look at me and you can say how awful I am for doing that to my child. And you know what? It is awful.
But it's not as awful as putting your child in the ground.
Who stands up for Anna?
You love your sister, right? You know she's sick. Why won't you help her? Okay, so you want to be in charge.
Yeah. It's my body. I want to be able to make my own decisions about what to do with it.
Kate wants to
Stop
die!
it!
But it's time, Mom. Kate's ready.
I understood the real reason why Campbell Alexander took on my case. It wasn't for the notoriety. He was an epileptic. He knew what it was like to not have control over his own body. God. Oh my God. You in pain?
Pain. My whole life is a pain. This is the end, Sissy. Time to go. You can release me.
Tell Kate you would stop being a donor so that she could die.
Yeah.
And what did she say?
Tell him you want to play soccer. Tell him you want to cheerlead. They'll never believe me.
Yeah, they will. And you want to know why? Because it's the truth.
She said thanks. Sorry.
Hey. Hey, I know what you did. You know how brave you were. Was a good one, wasn't it?
Best. My sister died that night. I wish I could say that she made some miracle recovery. But she didn't.
We won.